We'll start with House Bill 746. This is alcoholic beverage licenses transfers. This is sponsored by Delegate Guyton. And Delegate Guyton, you have the floor.
Thank you so much, Mr. Chair.
If I can interrupt, it's great to see your face. Okay, we haven't seen it for a day or two.
Thank you. I know. I hope you can hear my voice. I'm trying. But
Working
thank you
great.
so much for your forbearance. Yes, this is a simple bill, and I want you to hopefully support House Bill 746. This delegation passed legislation 3 years ago that authorized on-premise alcohol beverage licenses to be transferred from a district that's oversaturated with licenses to those that are undersaturated, right? This bill extends the 3-year sunset of that legislation. And it's in exactly the same posture as the bill that we passed before. It has all of the same restrictions, including that all of the transfers would require the approval of the Baltimore County Liquor Board. So this business friendly bill has worked really well. And so I'm asking you to support another 3 years of being able to transfer those alcoholic beverages licenses from areas that are very oversaturated with them, meaning that they have more than they're supposed to based on population, to areas that are saturated. Excuse me. Thank you so much. I'm happy to take any questions as long as I can talk.
We have a couple of people who I would consider to be part of your panel. So we'll let them go first before questions come.
Okay.
We have Marta Harding online, and Ms. Harding, you have the floor.
Good. Yes, thank you, Mr. Chair. Good morning, everyone. Appreciate the opportunity just to express the support of Diageo and its Open Gate Brewery tap room in the county for the bill. As Delegate Guyton explained, it essentially brings forward the same legislation that you passed in 2022, just extending it, same terms and conditions for another 3 years going forward. In short, we think the bill supports local businesses by allowing licensees in oversaturated districts to reach a broader market of interested buyers in other districts that would qualify. I just also wanted to just mention that in the recent few days, we've been working with the Licensed Beverage Association on and as we've mentioned to the sponsor, a potential narrow amendment to the bill that Open Gate Brewery would support. We're not quite there yet. We'd appreciate just having a few more days to continue to work with the licensed beverage folks as well as the sponsor on the potential amendment, before the bill is voted, and so that we can come back to you to present it if we're able to get there. So with that, we just want to express our support for the bill and ask for just a few more days to see if we can figure out a small amendment to it.
Thanks. And for those of us who like to drill down, the sooner you can get that amendment to us, the sooner we will put it up on our Google Drive so that curious eyes can study it. So
understood.
We'll be looking forward to getting it. And this is said as soon as possible, but possible is the operative word there. So thank you.
We understand it's time sensitive. Thank you, Mr. Chair.
We have our resident overlord of liquor bills that understands them beautifully. Jack Milani would give you a minute also.
Jack Milani on behalf of Baltimore County Licensed Beverage. We have been working with Marta and with Delegate Guyton, and we will figure this out in the next 3-4 days, get the amendments done. And I think we're pretty close, and hopefully we can get this over by Marta Wednesday, maybe.
Thank you. Nod her head. She's not on your screen, I can see.
I'm sorry, I'm there. Yep. That absolutely.
All right. Does anyone have any questions on this bill? It's alcohol bills are a little hard to unpack, and we're going to have an amendment, but I encourage you to take a look and feel free to ask the sponsor, and she can direct you to either Marta or to Jack to talk about the possible effects of it so that you can get a good sense of it, because we'll be bringing it for a vote next week. I do see Delegate Cardin has his hand raised. You have the floor.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. Just real quick, Jack, this is a question for you. How many licenses have been transferred since we passed legislation 3 years ago?
4 of the 5 have been transferred, and I understand the 5th one is in the works because I think the sunset is in May, and I know there's one that should be filed within a week or so. So all 5 will be used.
Great work. Great. Thank you.
Good news, Mr. Milani, you have Delegate Cardin's check mark on that. Well done. Um, sorry, I don't know why I'm feeling a little. Delegate Phillips, you have the floor.
Just a quick question to my good friend and classmate, Jack Milani. What districts today have excess opportunities for licenses and which ones are oversaturated?
The election district 15 on the east side has, for years, when everything started, was grandfathered, had been over by, at some point, 200%. And
Wow.
every transfer bill that we have done initially was only out of the 15th before we went to this model. And the areas, the election district 2, you could actually get a license. I think there's 17 or 18 available. And one of the problems, where we live or lived in Liberty Road, is that there's no real daytime employment. So therefore, you don't get a lot of. I mean, I know going back to Dolores Kelly and Dutch Rupersberger, they actually offered zero money for people to come in and build out, and all the restaurant consultants that came in had said it's just the only real daytime population is the hospital, and they put every food service vendor in there in the world to keep their people from going out during the day. So that would be the two extremes, would be 2 and 15. Right now, the popular one would be the 8th, where people want to move up in Hunt Valley, Timonium. The 11th has some growth. 9 is very saturated. And I would be willing to meet with anyone who want to and look at the charts and kind of give you a history, because we actually started this transfer process back in 93 or 94. And we have been able to move some of these around, and it's helped.
Thank you.
Are there any other questions? Okay, seeing none, that concludes the hearing on House Bill 746. Thank you very much.